Prem Namaste, Vanakkam and humble salutations. You are watching Sunday Sadhana on SABC2 with me, Shritika Pillai. Today on your favorite Hindu magazine program, we pay tribute to the feminine aspect with a rather unique tea party hosted by ISKCON. And we celebrate Navaratri with a vibrant Garba. Hindu scripture accords women the highest respect and reverence. It is widely believed that when women manifest qualities of piousness, love and compassion, the whole world will be at peace. Sunday Sadhana recently joined ISKCON for a unique women's tea party with Krishna to highlight the essential role women play in the home and society.
Prabhupada said that the bond between a mother and a child, the love is the closest to love of God, is real love, because the mother doesn't expect anything in return. She gives, gives, gives. If the child doesn't receive affection in the young age, then he will be frustrated later and look for affection in wrong ways. But if he's very much loved and cared for by his mom, especially in the first 5 years of life, it's a very, very powerful love, the love for the mother for the child.
If we place God within the center of our lives and just do not have mundane relationships, then our marriage and our interaction and our children and the rest of society will benefit from placing God in the center. We have to pay tribute to all the women who've passed before us and who've made such sacrifices so we can, get educated, so we can drive, so we can vote. So it's a nice occasion to pay tribute to the past, but also it's an opportunity to say they've sacrificed so much for us to get these opportunities. What are we doing with those opportunities?
The thoughts that went through my mind is how wonderful. I'm very used to tea parties, and the thought of having a tea party at a temple, I just thought, that's very special. That's a tea party with a difference.
We have women here from all different spiritual backgrounds, different socioeconomic groups, and I think it's important that we recognize that it is not just your career woman who is successful in life. Every woman needs to accept that whatever role she's playing in life, whether she's just a homemaker, it's such a special role, because just as a homemaker as well, you are responsible for the maintenance, for the growth, for the development of your children. As a wife, you're important to keep the unity and the harmony within the family together.
We're spirit soul. We're entrapped in a woman's body or man's body or animal's body. But it doesn't matter in what body you're trapped in. You belong to the Lord. You're His servant eternally.
We're here to celebrate womanhood and also to celebrate the Vedic scripture in terms of looking at our past spiritual teachers like Sita Devi, like Mirabai, like Janava Mata, and look upon them to imbibe qualities that they have set in the Vedic scripture.
We are taking the day off to look at how women play that role in society where they effect transformation, but not just necessarily in a political arena, but also in spiritual consciousness.
My spiritual master said between husband and wife there should be friendship. If there is friendship, then you have respect for each other. Then the one gives and the other one also gives in return. Love is always both ways. So if the agreement between husband and wife is that the husband brings the income and the wife does the household, and there is an agreement like this, we both work but in different ways, then it can be peace. Both is important. So they have to understand how important is it what the woman is doing. She works from early morning to late night, cleaning, cooking, taking care of the children.
We are in the age of Kali, which is the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. So we are going to experience all these negativity, abuse, and so on in our daily lives. But it's our approach and maintaining our spiritual center will help us move away from that. To find inner strength is very, very important to actually exclude or move away from a bad situation.
If you reflect on the words of the poet Robert Wallace, who stated, "The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world," it's so apt to note that women play that pivotal role in charting the way forward for future generations in society. Every woman is successful in her own right.
And we're back. In keeping with the feminine theme, we pay tribute to Shakti, the universal mother, during this auspicious time of Navaratri. Ardent mother bhaktas will be immersed in prayers and pujas over the next few days to glorify Shakti as that cosmic energy which protects and blesses her devotees. Sunday Sadhana sets the tone for the week ahead with a vibrant Garba, a dance traditionally performed during Navaratri at the Kendra Hall in Durban.
Navaratri is a celebration itself. In Sanskrit it simply means 9 nights, but the 9 nights has such a deep philosophical meaning. The entire prayer is dedicated to Mother, in the 3 forms, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi and Ma Saraswati. The prayer itself is a very intense one. It is generally regarded as the biggest prayer in the Hindu Dharma because it's in glorification of the Mother. And Mother being the giver of life to this world, the whole philosophy just extends from there. The Maha-Arti is similarly the greatest Arti. 300 people, all colorfully dressed, but all singularly minded. And the mind is directed purely towards the glorification of the Mother. Singing the Arti together in one voice is what you experience. And that is the power of not only Mother, but the power of a Maha-Arti.
Everyone in the hall, hundreds and hundreds of people beating like one heartbeat, asking just for forgiveness for their sins and for their burdens to be halved, if not lessened. Garba is just the traditional folk dance performed by Gujaratis during the Navaratri festival. It is performed in a circle and it's a focal point around Mataji. That's in the center. You'll find a murti and everyone dances around her.
Garba is a Sanskrit word for womb and is symbolic of creation. The dance is performed in a cyclic motion, representing the creation and again ultimate dissolution of this material universe. It also represents a cycle of time, as it moves from birth to life to death, and again to rebirth.
After a few minutes, as the evening progresses and you find the music and the rhythm increases with speed as well as power, and it just encourages everyone to join in, whether they're able to or not. And they come in, and towards the latter part of the evening, you'll see everyone rushing to gather sticks. These are called danyas, and this is used for the Ras Garba. Ras Garba is a non-stop musical interlude that just continues and continues and reaches a tempo of absolute speed and magnificence. It's something really beautiful to watch.
They seem to be displaying or manifesting a feeling of joy and happiness around them as well. It's amazing, but that's exactly what the shrine represents. And this joy is nothing more than a manifestation of the joy of the young, the old, the babies, the young babies, the children, the young children, the teenagers, the adults, the parents, the grandparents, the uncles, aunties. That's a whole family who are here to celebrate the glorification of Mother in all her beauty and all her splendor and all her color.
I come here to celebrate Navaratri for the puja. I come also to play Garbas, to worship Mother Durga, Mother Kali, Mother Saraswati and Ma Lakshmi.
The focal point was nothing more than a murti of Mother herself in all three forms. It was going around in the center, rotating, and therefore everyone who was standing around that circle was able to focus on that murti. And that is why you saw this almost oneness that you experienced. There was nobody that you could see was not looking at one spot. That's the great power of this prayer.
बोलो सिहाद्य शक्ति अम्बे मात की जय।
What a feast for the eyes and feeling for the spirit. As quoted by Robin Sharma, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, but we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We trust you've enjoyed today's episode. Until next week, keep up the sadhana. Om Shanti.